Athens, one of the most walkable capitals in the world. Imagine walking through a city where ancient history and modern life intertwine seamlessly. Its richness in historical sites, many of which are just a stroll away from each other, makes it a veritable open-air museum. Picture a city where the grandeur of the past meets the vibrancy of the present. Athens, the cradle of Western civilization, a city where democracy was born, philosophy flourished, and the arts thrived. This metropolis, nestled in the heart of Greece, was the epicenter of knowledge and wisdom in ancient times, home to great thinkers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. Every corner of Athens tells a story, from its ancient ruins that have witnessed millennia to its bustling neighborhoods that pulse with the energy of the present. Whether you're a history buff, a foodie, a shopaholic, or simply an urban explorer, Athens has something to offer. Fast forward to the present day, and Athens is a bustling modern city, brimming with eclectic neighborhoods, lively markets, and a thriving cultural scene. At the heart of this vibrant city lie the mainly pedestrianized neighborhoods of Kentro, Monastiraki, Plaka, Thissio, and Psiri. Each has its own unique charm and character, and together they wrap around the magnificent Acropolis Hill, itself a sight to behold from any angle. Athens is not just a city, it's a living, breathing museum. It invites you to walk its streets and immerse yourself in its unique blend of history and modernity. To help you plan an unforgettable experience, in the description below you'll find a list of chapters and the content they cover to jump to the parts that interest you most. Are you ready to discover this vibrant city? Then come and join me on this epic journey. In the heart of Athens, you'll find treasures that have stood the test of time. Our journey begins at the bustling square of Syntagma. Syntagma Square is considered the epicenter of Athens, in the Kentro district. It is dominated by the terracotta-colored Hellenic Parliament building, formerly the Royal Palace. It's guarded by soldiers wearing their unmistakable uniforms. Don't miss the changing of the guard, every hour on the hour. It's an unforgettable spectacle, so have your cameras ready. From Syntagma Square, walk down Ermou Street with its shops and trendy boutiques, leading towards Monastiraki Square. Just off Ermou Street, you'll also find the Metropolitan Cathedral of Athens, which is well worth a visit for its stunning Greek Orthodox grandeur. The Monastiraki neighborhood is a vibrant treasure trove of antique shops, flea markets, and restaurants. Its narrow streets are lined with shops selling everything from souvenirs to artisanal products, cafes offering a taste of Greek coffee culture, and traditional tavernas and international restaurants. Plaka, the neighborhood of the gods, starts close to Monastiraki Square, nestled in the shadow of the Acropolis. It's brimming with neoclassical architecture, quaint shops, and colorful Greek tavernas on its steep little streets and alleyways. As we move along, we find ourselves in Thissio, where the ancient and the modern coexist. Here, the Temple of Hephaestus, one of the best preserved ancient temples, stands proudly amidst restaurants, modern cafes, and artisan shops. The temple stands in an extensive archaeological site at the foot of the Acropolis, which also includes the Roman Agora and Stoa. And then there's Psiri, a vibrant neighborhood known for its bohemian atmosphere, street art, and trendy bars and restaurants. Turning into Psiri from Thissio is like jumping 2,000 years into another era. Suddenly it's all wacky and boldly colorful. The vibrant street life, the friendly locals, the enticing aromas wafting from the eateries. They all come together to create a sensory experience that's a world away from ancient Greece. These districts are all interconnected by the Grand Promenade, a project launched in preparation for the 2004 Athens Olympic Games. The promenade is a wide, cobbled walkway around the Acropolis Hill, which starts in Thissio, passing through parkland and leading round to the far end of Plaka. It offers some breathtaking views of the Acropolis, with street performers and artisan stalls all along the way. Let's continue our journey back at the bustling Syntagma Square. Right next door to the Parliament building is the National Garden of Athens, an oasis of peace in the heart of the city. The garden's mature trees and well-maintained landscapes provide visitors with welcome shade from the blazing sun and a serene environment to stroll and unwind. The 38-acre garden was commissioned by Queen Amalia in the mid-19th century and combines Greek and European landscaping styles. Enter the garden at the first entrance down the road from the Parliament building on Vasilissis Amelias Avenue, and you will be met by a beautiful line of tall palm trees. Take your time exploring the garden's beautiful landscaping and eventually aim for an exit on Vasilios Constantinou Avenue, opposite the Pan-Athenaic Stadium. This stadium is a sight to behold, one of the must-sees in Athens, especially when you consider it is entirely made of white marble. Originally built in 330 BC, it hosted the Pan-Athenaic Games in honor of the goddess Athena. Also known as the Kali Marmaro, the stadium was revived in the 19th century and in 1896 became the birthplace of the modern Olympic Games. Tickets can be purchased directly at the entrance. From the stadium, I suggest you take a yellow taxi to Lycabettus Hill, which sticks out of the dense cityscape like a green thumb. It's one of the highest points in Athens, offering panoramic views of the city. You can reach its summit by cable car, and trust me, the view from the top is stunning. It's about a 10-minute taxi ride from the stadium and shouldn't cost more than €5. Ask the driver to take you to the Lycabettus cable car. While it is possible to walk to the top of the hill, it's very steep and only recommended for the fittest people. I prefer to take the cable car up and to walk down the steep hill at a comfortable pace. A round trip on the cable car costs €10 or €8 for a one-way ticket. Children under 11 get a discount, while kids under 3 ride free. The cable car runs every 30 minutes and the journey takes about 3 minutes. Tucked under Lycabettus Hill is the upscale district of Kolonaki. It's a hub of high-end shops, gourmet restaurants, and art galleries, offering a taste of the city's sophisticated side. From the historic city centre, we journey south to the Athens Riviera. If you have more than 3 or 4 days in Athens, then it's also worth discovering this completely different side to the city. This captivating coastline, stretching from the southeastern suburbs of Athens for 60 kilometers to Cape Sounio, is where the bustling city gives way to sun-soaked beaches, opulent nightlife, and a vibrant dining scene. It's here that the Athenians come to escape, to breathe in the salty air, soak up the sun, and enjoy the vistas of azure waters that stretch as far as the eye can see. The Riviera is also home to several marinas, teeming with yachts and boats, casting an air of elegance and luxury. As the sun dips below the horizon, the Riviera comes alive with a vibrant nightlife scene. Swanky beach bars, high-end restaurants, and lively nightclubs light up the night, offering a unique blend of relaxation and revelry. Whether you're a beach lover, a sailing enthusiast, or a partygoer, the Athens Riviera offers something for everyone. It's a place where the hustle of city life meets the tranquility of the sea, creating a unique atmosphere that's hard to resist. The Athens Riviera is a stunning seaside escape within the city. A short scenic drive east to the end of the Athens Riviera will take you to another jewel of Greece, the majestic Temple of Poseidon at Cape Sounio. Perched dramatically on the cliffs of Cape Sounio, this ancient temple is a testament to the grandeur of ancient Greece. As you approach, the towering columns of the temple rise against the backdrop of the vast Aegean Sea, creating a sight that is as breathtaking as it is humbling. Built in the 5th century BC, the Temple of Poseidon is more than just a historical monument. It once served as a beacon for sailors seeking the safe shores of Athens. It's a window into the past, a link to the legends and stories of the gods and heroes of ancient Greece, with Poseidon, the god of the sea, at its heart. Beyond its historical significance, the beauty of the structure, combined with its cliffside location, provides visitors with a breathtaking panorama that stretches across the Aegean Sea. The Temple of Poseidon isn't just a voyage back in time, it's an encounter with the grandeur of a civilization that shaped our world. The Temple of Poseidon is a must-visit destination for anyone seeking a glimpse into ancient Greece. A warning though, this spot can get very busy at sunset during peak months. If you thought Athens was just about ancient ruins, think again. Athens has some world-class museums that showcase its rich cultural and artistic heritage. Our first stop is the Acropolis Museum, a beautiful modern building at the bottom of the Acropolis Hill. It houses a spectacular display of artifacts from the Acropolis. Here you will find a wonderful fusion of ancient artifacts in an ultra-modern environment. The top floor of the building boasts a fantastic view of the Acropolis above. Next, we head to the National Archaeological Museum, home to an extensive collection of sculptures in marble and bronze, murals, pottery, gold, jewelry, and other fascinating artifacts that span Greece's history. The Archaeological Museum is 2 metro stops north from Monastiraki Square. Get off at Victoria. I'm often asked which of these 2 museums I like better, but I can honestly say they are both unmissable, both fascinating. For a unique experience, visit the Kotsanas Museum of Ancient Greek Technology in Kolonaki. Located in a lovely part of Athens, it showcases a small but incredible selection of ancient Greek inventions. The Museum of Cycladic Art is another must-visit. It's well organized and offers insights into daily life in old Athens. The cafe here is said to have excellent food and is busy at lunchtime. It's located in the Embassy District, not far from Syntagma. The Benaki Museum, or the Museum of Greek Culture, houses a great collection of ancient artifacts including jewelry, historical garments, and religious paintings. It's also in the Embassy District. The Museum of the Ancient Agora in Thissio is a good starting point for exploring the ancient agora. It is housed in the reconstructed Stoa, an impressive building that really captures the feel of antiquity. The museum itself is quite small but very interesting. It has a fascinating section on burial practices and includes artifacts excavated from ancient graves. Another highlight are the displays of weights and measures, and voting and ostraca discs. For those of you interested in coins, the Numismatic Museum at Syntagma showcases wonderfully preserved coins from the time of Alexander the Great and other Greek rulers, as well as coins from the Roman era. The last place I want to mention isn't officially a museum, though in my mind it definitely is an open-air museum. It's the Hill of the National Observatory of Athens, located opposite the Acropolis. The observatory was established in 1842 and still plays an important role in research ranging from astronomy and astrophysics to seismology and the environment. Thanks to the observatory, the city couldn't spread onto this hill. Venture up here and you'll find a fairly peaceful open space where you can sit and observe the famous sites of ancient Athens, understand their significance in the old city, the magnificent Acropolis on the hill opposite, the Agora beneath it, Lycabettus Hill a little further away to the left, and clearly visible some distance behind us, the port of Piraeus, from where the ancient Greek ships sailed off on their conquests. And of course, the modern city that has mushroomed in all directions. The ancient sites have acted as anchors, around which neighborhoods have clustered over time. It takes about 15 minutes up to the observatory from the promenade. Not too hard a walk, but maybe not for everyone. The tourists rarely venture up, but younger Athenians like to come here on summer afternoons to sit in groups and watch the sunset and enjoy the cooler air. If you make it up here, you'll understand why this place is a living museum to me. Navigating Athens is easy, efficient, and affordable. With a comprehensive public transit system, the Greek capital is well connected and is a breeze to explore. The metro boasts 3 lines and extends from the city centre to the tranquil outskirts, including the airport and Piraeus. This means you can step off a plane and be whisked straight into the heart of Athens, or from the heart of the city to the deck of a ferry setting sail from Piraeus for the many islands that speckle the surrounding seas. Complementing the metro is a vast network of buses and trams that crisscross the city. These ensure that every corner of the city, from the historic centre to the modern suburbs, is within easy reach. And the best part? All this is incredibly affordable, making Athens a dream destination for travellers of every budget. Of course, if public transport isn't your thing, there are always the iconic bright yellow taxis of Athens. These sunny vehicles are as ubiquitous as the city's ancient ruins and are always ready to ferry you to your next destination. There are over 14,000 taxis in Athens, which circulate the city night and day. All you have to do to hire one is to stand at the end of the road, wait for the next free taxi to pass by, and raise your arm. So when is the best time of year to experience Athens? The time of year you choose to visit can greatly affect your experience. You see, the peak tourist season falls in July and August. It's no surprise given that travellers often stop in Athens for a few days before heading to the summer allure of the islands. While the experience is undoubtedly unforgettable, the heat can be overwhelming. Coupled with the throngs of tourists, these summer months can be too much for some. Spring and autumn, on the other hand, provide pleasant temperatures, perfect for exploring ancient ruins and city streets. In May, June, September and October, the city is still bathed in pleasant sunshine, but the temperatures are more bearable and there are fewer crowds. Winter is the least crowded season, with lower prices and a unique charm, but remember, some attractions may have shorter operating hours. No matter when you choose to visit, Athens always has something special to offer. Athens isn't just about ancient monuments and stunning vistas, it's also a foodie's paradise. The city is brimming with delicious Greek cuisine, from the traditional souvlaki and moussaka to the delectable pastries like baklava. Athens promises to tantalize your taste buds. Street food is a must-try, with vendors serving up scrumptious gyros wrapped in warm pita bread. From the traditional Greek tavernas that line the winding streets, to the modern fusion restaurants that are redefining Greek cuisine, Athens has something to satisfy every palate. And of course, with the sea so close, fresh fish and seafood are available everywhere and are of the highest quality. And who could forget the famous Greek salad, a refreshing blend of juicy tomatoes, crisp cucumber, sharp onion, creamy feta cheese and ripe olives, all drizzled with high-quality olive oil. But it's not just about the food. The local wines are a testament to Greece's ancient viticulture. And ouzo, a traditional Greek spirit with a strong anise flavor, is a must-try. Athens has become a cultural melting pot. So if you're in the mood for international cuisine, you'll find many interesting options, especially in Kolonaki and on the Riviera. Here's a suggestion when at a Greek taverna. Eat as the Greeks do. That is, don't order a different dish for each person, but order a number of dishes that are placed at the center of the table. Everyone then helps themselves from those center dishes and onto their own plate. Like this, everybody can enjoy several delicacies. If this sounds too complicated, you can ask the waiter to help you order the Greek way. Spoiler alert, the Greek food scene is heavily biased towards carnivores, and vegetarians and vegans might not always be well catered for. If you are vegetarian or vegan, to avoid disappointment, I strongly recommend you do your research before going out for a meal. As for accommodation, Athens caters to a range of accommodation preferences, from backpackers to luxury seekers. Budget travelers can find numerous hostels and guest houses, while those willing to splurge have a selection of high-end hotels and boutique stays. For a more authentic experience, you might want to consider renting a Greek home. The diversity of Athens' food and accommodation scene is a testament to its rich culture and commitment to hospitality. Whether you're a foodie or a comfort seeker, Athens offers a delightful gastronomic experience and a range of accommodations to suit all budgets. Just be sure to book ahead if you're planning for the high season. Let's talk about the cost of visiting Athens. One of the things that makes Athens such an attractive destination is that it's relatively affordable. Compared to other major European cities, you'll find that the costs for food, accommodation, and transportation are quite reasonable. For food, you can enjoy a hearty meal in a local taverna for around 10 to 20 euros, though bear in mind that restaurants in the most touristy areas are likely to cost slightly more than those away from the center. A coffee at the average Athens cafe may cost you about 2 to 3 euros. Accommodation costs range from budget hostels starting from around 20 euros per night, through to luxury hotels, where a room can easily go upwards of 100 euros. Public transport is efficient and cheap, with a ticket covering an hour and a half of travel by metro, tram and bus within the city limits, costing just €1.40. Journeys work out even cheaper if you get a multi-ticket for 5 or 10 trips. The metro between the airport and Athens city has a fixed price ticket of €9 for adults. If your flight lands in Athens after midnight, the only public transport into the city is the night bus, which runs every 20 to 30 minutes and costs €6 for adults. As of December 2023, a taxi from the airport to the city centre costs €40 daytime and €55 between midnight and 5 a.m. Ticket prices for historical sites and museums can add up. I find it best to buy a combo ticket or a city pass online for multiple historical sites or museums, rather than getting individual tickets. However, if you're in Athens between November and March, most venues reduce prices by 50%, and combo tickets might not save you anything. As always, do your research for your dates. As regards tipping at restaurants, you should note that it's not obligatory. However, it's generally acceptable to leave around a 10% tip if you're happy with the food and service. So, Athens not only offers a rich historical and cultural experience, but it does so without breaking the bank. With careful planning, it's an accessible city that invites everyone to explore its treasures. One final note on personal safety. It's good to know that Athens is generally very safe. Like in any busy city, do take care of your belongings and your pockets on public transport and in crowded touristy areas, since pickpockets are always a possibility. Take extra care of your stuff around Ammonia Square, especially at night. Athens, a city where ancient history and modern life intertwine seamlessly. There's a palpable energy that thrums through the streets of Athens, a city teeming with a vibrant mix of the past and the present. I hope you've enjoyed this taste of Athens, one of my favorite Mediterranean cities. But our journey doesn't end here. In the next episode, I'm catching a ferry from Piraeus to the islands of Syros, Tinos, and Mykonos. So make sure to join me on this exciting new chapter. Greece 2024, Episode 2. If you enjoyed this journey through Athens, please give me a like and share this video with your friends and fellow travelers. Please also subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications to ensure you don't miss out on other episodes of my island hopping through wonderful Greece. Until next time, here's wishing you safe travels.